when I have to do something because I was a chud. I would like to apologize to anyone that's been watching the VODs, but unfortunately, I forgot to save the last stream where I did all the important shit after midterms. But that's okay, because I got the memory of an elephant, and I remember everything that happens. So we're gonna do a little bit of theater of the mind slash sort of collage, a little bit of playing with paper toys. You'll see. Welcome to my dollhouse. Finish up exams, did pretty good on them. Some things happened. Akihiko is now on the team. So Akihiko is done with his hospital treatments and all that shit. And he's like, hey, when I was in the hospital, I learned about another Persona user named Fuuka Yamagishi. What's her name? And we're like, oh, sick, that's super cool. Junpei's a weirdo about it. He's like a pervert. Who gives a fuck? That's Junpei. Anyways, and then like, okay, yeah, cool, who's this Fuuka character? We don't know. I'm probably not joining us because she's really sick and weakly. She's just a little girl or something, I don't know. But yeah, she's just like a sick girl. In between all this, we do meet Rio. We're sort of forced onto a sports team. It's either tennis or basketball or something. Or it was like tennis or golf, I can't remember, but I chose tennis. So yeah, we meet Rio. Anyways, back to what's going on with Fuuka. So then we learn that Fuuka is missing. Fuuka's missing. Where did Fuuka go? What the hell happened to Fuuka? When then this like strange thing happened. These girls started appearing in front of the school like unconscious and like knocked out. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And then we fucking Junpei tells a stupid little ghost story. Everyone gets scared. No one gets scared. Yukari gets scared actually because she's a little pussy. Actually, where's Yukari? There we go. Hello, Yukari. I'm sorry I called you a pussy. That was very rude of me. So Yukari is like, ghosts aren't real. Ignore everything we ever do during our dark hour. Don't think about that. Those aren't technically ghosts, I guess. Kari's like, we're gonna investigate or do some field research. We're gonna find out. Spending a week just going around the school asking people about this shit. And we heard a couple things about all the girls that it's happening to. They're all friends. They all hang out. They hang out with these shady people at like the bad part of town at like a club. I think they all were bullies or something. They're all people of questionable characters. Anyways, so then Kari, Junpei, and moi were like, okay, we know all this about them. Let's go to where they would meet up and see what's going on. So we go to the bad side of town with all these, where all the bad girls from school will go hang out and talk shit about fucking Fuuka or something. We go, and then we immediately get hassled. Junpei tries to be all macho, and by the way, he only agreed to come. Akari was basically teased him into coming, being like, oh, what if we get freaking assaulted? We need a big strong man to be there. And Junpei, being the meathead that he is, was like, oh, I'm a big strong man. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. So we get there. We immediately get pressed by like two thugs. Junpei immediately gets fucking outhandled in the situation. And then someone comes back that we recognize from somewhere. And I need to be perfectly honest with you, I don't remember his name. That's the one thing I remember. But we did meet him at the hospital. He's friends with Akihiko, and he goes to our school. He wears a black beanie, he's got long hair, he's got this like, red trench coat. And like I said, I didn't look up his name, but this is the best I could get. So this guy shows up, gives us a little like lore dump or something, and that's about it. So now that's what happens with that guy. Anyways, so fucking that's over with. Alright. So then, well, all that's happening, and now this is, my memory's getting a little hazy on this little middle part here. I'm not sure. Mitsuru starts pressing one of the teachers, and you have to forgive me, I don't have any props for the teacher. I forgot to get one of those. Presses the teacher of class 3B or something, whichever one Fuuka. It's like 2E. No, we're 2E. And they're 2B. Wait, no, are we 2B? I don't remember. Well, all answers will be clear when I open the game again. Mitsuru presses the teacher reveals something, and that's when we meet another lady, student named Natsuki. She looks like that. I did remember her name and get an actual screen grab of her. So Natsuki is like, where's Fuuka? Oh my god, what's going on with Fuuka? I'm so scared. Something's gonna happen to me next, because she's like the last one. Anyways, we like take her to SES custody or something. Like we make her just stay at the dorm and tell her not to leave one of the dorm rooms. But we find out from the teacher and from Natsuki, of course, that these Garu girls, you know, these bad girls or whatnot, they played a prank on Fuuka. They locked her in the gym bathroom, but they left her there overnight. And we all remember what happens during nighttime, right? Boom! School turns into Tartarus. Becomes this crazy thing. It's like, oh shit, Fuuka's in fucking Tartarus. And she's been in there for a goddamn week. What the hell? So Fuuka's in Tartarus. She's been there for a minute now. We have to go save her. We come up with this plan to sneak into the school before the dark hour happens, to fucking go in there, to be in the building when it turns into Tartarus, so that way we can maybe, so then we get in there, then we split up into teams, and it was me and Yukari. Yukari was freaking the fuck out. She was being an absolute little baby about it. She did not like being at school after dark. She thought it was creepy. We had to find the gym keys and stuff like that to unlock the gym. We do find that, and then we meet back up. So originally, I wanted to take Yukari and Akihiko and have Junpei and Mitsuru stay behind. That was my thing. I like Junpei, but I did not want to take him to be like in this saving the princess scenario. That would not be good for his mental health. I just know that, okay? I just know he was gonna make it weird, and we weren't gonna do that, you know? But game sort of strong hands you, not really strong hands you, like it doesn't present you a choice and then it swats out of your hand. Junpei himself was like, I have to redeem myself from the train incident. If you remember, which maybe you do, maybe you don't, the shadows took over our monorail and we're gonna crash it. And there was a decision between Junpei's plan versus like Yukari's plan. I chose Yukari's plan. Junpei ran ahead. Bad decision, got hurt, all that type of stuff. So he's looking to redeem himself, which is interesting. And also warrants a replay where I pick Junpei's idea instead of Yukari's, and then we see how that plays out. Maybe I take Yukari into the school the next time. But yeah, enough about that. So yeah, that's the plan. So it's Mitsuru, Yukari, they stay behind to be in like the little entrance area to monitor the situation, while me, Junpei, Akihiko go in the gym bathroom and stay in there when it turns to dark hour, and then we get transported to Tartarus, not through the main entrance. What the heck happens? So what the heck happens is that we get separated immediately, and we have buggy comms with Mitsuru. We can't, Mitsuru's static every other word type shit, so we can't find, so we're just running around fighting shadows. It's pretty fucking easy. I don't know if I was over leveled. I don't think I was, but definitely was like baby stuff. Eventually we do meet back up, and we do eventually find Fuuka. This is what Fuuka looks like. Make her a bit bigger so it's easier to see. That's what Fuuka looks like. Fuuka, sweet angel of a girl, maxing at like 5'1", you know, definitely just like the frailest thing in the world. Anyways, she's been in Tartarus. She said she's been in there, or she doesn't say she's been in there. We come to the conclusion that Tartarus time works different than real world time. So while she's been missing for a week in the real world, in Tartarus she's maybe only been there for a few hours, maybe 8. I think that's the 8 was the exact estimate Akihiko gave. And then it's like, okay, that's great. Let's go. Let's get out. Let's get the fuck out of here. So then we start leaving. And then we notice, and Akihiko makes an observation before we leave. Alright, and that observation is that shit always goes down at Tartarus when there's a full moon. The day we arrived was a full moon when the dorm room got attacked. The train monorail situation, that was a full moon. This situation right now, full moon. So it seems like every sort of major event with Tartarus, or shadows in general, aligns with sort of moon cycles. I think that also carries away, not just in like the story and gameplay aspect of how like every full moon is going to be some sort of like boss encounter, but also in the fact that sometimes when you enter Tartarus, it'll say something about like, there's more enemies here, there could be traps or something, watch out, or the configurations. I think that also plays in that. That's just speculation though. I cannot confirm or deny that the moon phases, all the moon phases have something to do with Tartarus, but it might be that way. Who knows? I'm going this shit completely blind. Part of the fun is figuring out. Okay, yeah, so we get Fuuka, and we're on our way back, and then fucking Mitsuru comes in through the comms, and it's like, hey, there's a fucking situation here at the entrance, we need you. Oh my god, it's so bad and scary. Yukari's probably on the line like, I'm so scared, it's fucking scary. Anyways, you get the idea. So then we run back to the main entrance, and we see 2 things. Well, I guess technically 3 things. We see, boom, these 2 big motherfuckers. The one on the left is Empress, the one on the right is Emperor, and they're boss shadow guys. And they're fighting Mitsuru and Yukari, but they can't figure out how to hurt it, and Mitsuru is not good enough at analyzing to figure out what's even wrong with this thing. Anyways, and either at this time or after we fight them, Atsuki shows up. She got brainwashed or whatever and started walking towards the schools to have the exact same happen thing to all our other schools. So then, anyways, back to this. So Fuuka's like, oh, no, I can't have these monsters hurt these people. Like I said, sweet, sweet angel. She just wouldn't harm a fly. And then she awakens her persona. She has an invoker. Akihiko made one for her. There's also something interesting that was clarified around this time. The invokers, which are the guns, aren't actually guns. They just resemble guns. Maybe I'm misreading it, but yeah, they're like not even real guns. There's no bullets in them. Anyways, so yeah, so fucking she summons her persona, and it's like this weird sort of like ball person. It's like a ball gown, like a person. It's like a ball gown dress, and a lady in a ball gown dress, and then the ball gown is like this clear, see-through mesh that she covers Fuuka in, and then she like fucking can analyze super good, and then she analyzes them super good, and we find out that their weaknesses change. It's either they're weak to something or they're completely nullified, so you can't hurt them at all. Big damage. So then we figure that out. It changes throughout the fight. It's not a hard fight. It is a little tedious, but we get through it. Yeah, we defeat them. The curse on Natsuki's lifted or whatever. Natsuki's like, oh my god, Fuuka, I'm so glad you're alright. I feel so bad for being a total asshole to you. I'm so fucking sorry. And Fuuka, once again, sweet angel, sweet angel child's like, oh, it's okay, I'm not mad at you. It's okay. I forgive you. And Natsuki's like, if you ever need a friend to talk to, I could be that friend. I miss you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Super sweet moment. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, before we get in the game, what's going on with Rio? Rio's actually important. Rio is the social link, the chariot, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I love me some Rio. I love Rio. You hear me? I love Rio. Shout out Rio. Rio is the captain of the tennis team. I hanged out with her a lot because she's really easy to hang out with. She asks you to hang out pretty much every day. There's a club meeting, and she also has like this little like the second day of training, everyone in the fucking tennis team ditches her. It's just me and her, so I'm like her only friend. And then fucking we find out that she has a childhood best friend named Kenji. Kenji's not going to be pictured because I fucking hate him. I don't want to give him the energy of looking at the picture of him. Kenji sucks dick anyways. So yeah, Kenji asks her to do fucking his homework. And she's like, okay, you gotta take me out to eat though at a 6-expensive restaurant. He's like, ah, okay. And any guy would have taken that out of his hand, but we'll get back to that later. And then it turns out, so we hang out with Rio. There's a falling out of the club. People leave. Rio's too strict. Whatever. You know, Rio. They have this big thing about like romance. They're super upset at Rio for not knowing how to be in love, and they said she's like a weirdo for it. And then like we have to console her and be like, no, it's fucking normal. Everything goes at your own pace and all that. So yeah, we hang out. Eventually the girls come back and they're escorted by the club teacher, Miss Kanoe or something. It's Miss Kanoe, I think. But yeah, she's like, you girls have to settle this. I don't really care though, I'm leaving. Bye. So then they settle it. And then that's when Rio reveals, which she already revealed to me before this, but she reveals it to the tennis team as well, that just come back, and they're in like this sort of girl talk mood, that she has a crush on Kenji. And they're like, what? Oh my god, Kenji? That fucking bum? And I'm like, yes, that fucking bum? What are you talking about, girl? The fucking ocean is made of fishes. Alright, when it comes to guys like Kenji, the whole world is your oyster. You can move on from that so easily, I promise you. Childhood friend that. Kenji's done for, okay? And the reason I'm saying Kenji's done for is because he is a victim. The fucking tennis club teacher, Miss Kanoe, is grooming him. He's getting groomed. What? 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 Anyways, after that, it's like, yeah, let's let bygones be bygones, yada 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 yada.